Come on in. Sorry, we gotta take off. Whoa.
Whoop, stop. Whoop, jeez.
Just wait till I start asking questions. Britt, you're a med-surg nurse that transferred to the ER, right?
Yes.
And how are you liking it?
I will never go back to Florida.
Okay, yes. When I first met you, right off the bat, I was like, you belong in the ER.
People have told me that.
Emergency nursing is just totally different.
It's a completely different type of nursing.
It's like when people get up to the floor, we already got an idea of what's going on. You
Yes.
know, and we send them to the telemetry floor. If it's some car, where we're watching their heart, we'll send them to med-surg. If it's not, maybe we just need to watch them overnight or whatever. Obviously, they're going to 9 if they're, anything like me. But it's, if in the ER, it's all of the above. It's everything. It's heart attacks, strokes.
Babies are the worst.
In different places. I mean, when I was studying for my CEM, you're covering stuff like frostbite, aquatic animal attacks, drownings, AV shunts, prolapse, umbilical cords. Anything that shows up the door.
Don't you know you just put it back in? Prolapses? Put it back in.
Just hold it.
Put it back in and call for the doctor.
Sometimes you gotta ride upstairs with them. It's anything that could possibly go wrong with a human being that shows up.
Yeah.
The thing that really got me into the ER was the life-saving aspect of it. It's what got me into nursing was when actually watching a life get saved when I was just shadowing, I was like, holy shit, I gotta be a part of that. You know what I mean? Like, when you're on the floor, comfort care, when you know someone's dying, you got Ativan, you've got your morphine, and you're kind of expecting everything. So in the ER, how do you deal with an actively dying person that you're trying to save, but the universe has different plans for them?
It's really, really hard. A lot of it depends on, would they have quality of life anyway? Do they have any family at the bedside? Which a lot of the time, these people don't have family.
Yeah, they want
to hop over, right? No, you're fine. You're just as late.
Stress-wise, ER's got to be one of the top specialties as far as stress goes.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that on the job and then off the job?
First of all, you have to have good coworkers and a sick sense of humor. Because you have to be able to talk about this stuff.
Yes.
For me, it's exercise, because I'll just go for it. Therapy is huge. I'll walk into my therapist's office and be like, oh, this is what happened. And then I walk out thinking, I did what I needed to do. I've processed it. A lot of ER nurses, though, won't do therapy because you have this mentality of like, I'm a badass, like nothing can touch me, I can do this.
I think a lot of people in general in the world have that attitude.
Yeah,
like I could take on this world. I'm like, no. You need to talk to someone.
No, even if you don't think at the time it affects you, it's gonna pop up at one point.
Yeah, and then
or
you got a subconscious that you have no idea what's going on back there.
You're fine until you get home, and then you can't fall asleep.
You've got 12 hours of insane that's been happening all day. For me, what I would do is go to the gym. I'd do something like swim or I'd exercise, and that would kind of get me out of the ER mentality.
Dogs. I come home and I just to my dogs. Honestly, they're not going to judge me, and then I can walk away from them.
Not bad.
Just saying.
They're not gonna know that they can't.
About your job,
Yeah.
you give them a cookie.
Real? Oh, you actually get car sick.
I've gotten motion sick since I was a kid. Although I used to be able to go on roller coasters. Now it's like, okay, ginger candy, I got a meclizine.
Really?
I have some coffee, let's do it.
You're very sweet, you're very funny, you got tattoos. How do you think that changes the perspective in the patient's eyes when you're giving them care? And however it does, how do you remedy that?
And it doesn't just happen in the hospital. It happens every day walking around, being fairly heavily tattooed. But the thing that I do is I walk in and I don't even talk about it. You have to walk in confident, and you have to make the patient feel safe regardless. Yeah. So the second they feel safe, they don't give a shit if you have tattoos. But it kind of puts a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, and it makes me want to do that much better when someone is judging me because of tattoos, which you can tell if they're judging you.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have to say a damn thing, and you know they're judging you because you have tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of lights a fire under my ass to prove to them I'm not a drug dealer, I'm not a gang member.
That's where people's heads go.
Yeah,
It's
so you prove them wrong.
Exactly.
You prove them wrong with your competency, your care. When you have people who are tattooed that are able to show their art, the more comfortable you are, the better care you're going to give.
So one of the things that I loved about working in the ER, I was able to wear a top that I was comfortable in.
Yes, I never wear scrub tops. I can't stand them.
And that was
huge.
Important to me because I've always kind of had, large lats, right? So when you're in those scrub tops, it's like fat guy in a little coat style. I'm like reaching over trying to do something.
In a little coat. If you have unhappy staff, you're not going to retain them. And they're not going to do their best work because they're not going to be happy and comfortable and confident there.
Absolutely, yeah.
For kids. When they come in and they're scared, I show them my tattoo and I have them point certain things out because they're really colorful. And also, patients who have had Down syndrome, I don't know what it is, but they seem to just be really drawn to it. And also, little old demented granny.
Really?
Like this.
Really?
Who are the only people I will let me touch them. Because then you get other people that are like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Touchy, no touchy.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, you got to draw the line.
It's confidence. It's confidence in making the patient feel safe.
You're in ER. You said you're built for it. Is there anything that you miss about medical surgical nursing?
Like coworkers.
Like being, well, your coworkers.
I mean, other than the coworkers.
Yeah.
I did like doing orthopedic post-op.
So it's not the bed alarms.
Oh, bed alarms! Oh God, I forgot about the bed alarms!
Yeah, I get reminded every time I bring a patient to the floors, I hear Mary had a little lamb, and I'm like, this elevator better show up soon. It's brutal. And the pagers, so I got my first year of experience in ER. Inpatient nursing's entirely different. If you've only been an ER nurse, there's this huge learning curve, but I don't regret it for a second working on all of the medical, all the telemetry, behavioral health. Everywhere that I went, I did some training cath lab and IR. All of that was all helpful because it makes you more well-rounded.
Yeah, I don't regret it at all.
And I think the only other thing that I could see you doing is doing something like flight nursing. Or something that's
I get too motion sick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would puke all over the patient.
Oh
Sorry,
my God,
you're intubated and if I could get over the motion sick kind of stuff, maybe. By the way, your man bun is like quite on point today.
Is it? It's on point? Oh, okay,
yes.
Good.
Yeah, I feel a little inadequate.
Nice.
But I'm impressed.
I'm liking it. Just so y'all can see it. Okay, so specialty-wise, what would you never want to work in?
Oh, urology, so much pee.
Yeah,
I don't want to see more penises or vaginas than I already see. Or assholes, in more than one sense. But I just don't have any interest in it, and I couldn't do school nursing. When I would get bored, too, I'd be like, swollen ankle? You're fine. Put some ice on it. Yeah. Go back to class.
I have honestly thought about doing school nursing.
Yeah, I think you would be good. Moms would be like, my kid is sick. I'm going to come see it because I want to see Nurse Stefan.
I honestly, I was like, I wonder how many fucking single moms are down at school right now.
How many parking tickets have you gotten or speeding tickets?
Speeding tickets? It's been years.
So how do you get away with this?
What do you mean?
Are you a fast driver? You strike me as a fast driver.
Well, I used to be a bad kid, so I'm really keen on looking out for the cops, and so I'm always kind of looking about a mile ahead.
So when you say bad kid,
I mean let's just put it this way: if my sister didn't put my parents through enough hell, lots of nurses very apprehensive about trying out new specialties, but have that kind of urge to. It's hard for them to take the leap. They've just got lots of fears or whatever. They don't think that they could do it. Transitioning into a new specialty, what kind of advice would you give them?
If they're already a nurse, I would say shadow. Go to the manager, just walk down there and say, hey, I'm interested in this. Can I shadow someone? Most people will be like, yeah, of course. Yeah. Because then you see it firsthand. But honestly, if you just have that gut feeling, you want to try something very specific, just go for it.
One of the things with the flow pool was I was a little nervous about that because I was like, you're changing floors all the time. You're changing the people you're around all the time, and you don't know where anything's at. And travel nursing, same way. Change can be scary as hell. Once you do it, once you try it, you almost never regret it. Even if it was a bad experience, you
learn from it.
You learn from it, yeah. It's not like you're gonna try a new specialty and then all of a sudden you can't go back to your old specialty.
Yeah.
So how did you go about doing it?
A lot of ICU and ER positions, you can only get them with prior experience, right? Which if you're in a different field, you're like, what the hell, how do I get in?
Exactly.
But a lot of them are you have to go to a new to specialty program. Yeah. But I felt way more prepared going through that program.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't want to do these new to specialty programs. It's worth it.
I did the ER residency program. It was amazing. I mean, I learned so much just going through that. I totally recommend looking for that new to specialty or that residency program. But like you said, shadowing.
Some nurses on my former med-surg floor that I'm saying, come down and shadow. Come to the dark side. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Anyone in particular?
Yeah. Israel needs to come downstairs.
I think Israel would kill it. What is your thing that you can't do? Okay, some people can't do spit, saliva, they can't do mucus, they can't do...
Trach suctioning.
Trach suctioning, okay. Trach suctioning.
Pass. I will do any Foley, anything. I will stick my fingers anywhere.
Yeah.
No trach suction.
Okay, no trach suctioning. What's it called? Pop or soda?
I just call it Coke.
But what if it's not Coke?
It doesn't matter.
What?
I mean, as an adult, I say it.
What if you wanted a Sprite?
then I would say Sprite.
Oh.
But if I had to call it one, I would say soda, because pop sounds like something that Archie comic would say. Which is fine.
Okay, so on that same token, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi if I had to choose.
Is Sprite or 7-Up?
Sprite.
Okay. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
No. Why not?
No. I believe in lust at first sight.
Yeah.
But love is something that grows.
Absolutely.
Because if that were true, then I would still be with my 14-year-old girlfriend. So no.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No. If there are ghosts, I don't think I can emotionally handle that.
Yeah, okay. So
it's no.
Yeah, you're gonna say no.
Just
but
to protect
really?
myself.
Okay.
Do you believe in ghosts?
It depends on how you define ghosts. Like, I definitely believe in spirits, and ghosts like Casper. I don't know.
Casper's adorable.
He is, but there's been some weird that's happened to me where I've been like, I don't know if I did that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I can't. I don't think I closed that door. You know what I'm saying? And I know people that I trust implicitly that have straight up told me they've seen ghosts. It's hard when you really trust someone and they tell you something like that for you to be like, nah.
Were they drunk or not?
No.
I mean, just saying. Were they drunk or not?
No, they were not drunk.
Because if they were drunk, they might not remember closing that door.
No, that was me with the door closed.
Were you drunk?
No, I was not drunk. Cats or dogs? You got a dog? You got a dog? Big dog, small dog?
I got both.
Both?
A 60-pound dog and a 9, maybe 10 soaking wet.
Are you good at drawing?
No.
Not at all.
And my mom's a professional artist.
My dad's very good at drawing. I sound terrible.
Stick figures.
That's what I stick to. I stick to the stick figures. That's it. That's it. Christina or Britney?
Ooh.
Come on,
that's
bring
so
it back. Bring it back.
Christina has talent. I know people are gonna be so mad.
No, I'm not mad. Christina's good.
Christina Aguilera can friggin' sing.
She can. Okay, I'll accept that. In Sync or Backstreet Boys?
In Sync.
Is that because you like JT?
No, I like Joey, and I have zero explanation. I have an explanation.
I don't even know what I don't even know what he looks like. Least favorite haircut on a guy?
Mullet.
Okay, good. You're hyping up the man bun earlier. I was like, I got that.
I have a thing for man buns. I can totally do it.
I'm digging them. There's
rocking it.
Women and hairstyles. What's the least favorite?
There are a lot of women who are trying to make the mullet popular again.
Okay.
Like awkward hipster mullets. I clearly have a thing against mullets. Just shouldn't. Or the rat tail.
The rat.
And that could be either.
I rocked the rat tail.
Stop it.
I'm telling you the truth. I rocked the rat tail till I was like 6 or 7.
Prove it.
I
find a picture.
I saved it in an envelope. I don't know where that envelope is, but I told them, I said, if you're cutting it off, you're saving it in an envelope.
Oh, you have the hair?
I think I have the hair. It might have got lost in the move from Philly, but who knows?
That's creepy.